You tuned into the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit.
I don't know Andrew Schulz. All right. I've never understood it. I don't get it. Never understood how he got a voice on hip hop. He's not a DJ, not an expert on the culture, not anyone who's ever put anyone on, played music, supported artists. He just sat next to Charlemagne and all of a sudden got a pass to start talking about a music and culture he knows nothing about and doesn't understand fundamentally. Kendrick takes a shot on him on the album by pointing out that people shouldn't let a white comedian talk about black women, whatever. His response is to threaten to sexually assault Kendrick in a weird joking way. Okay. Flat, weird joke, but I get it. I get the job you're trying to do. And then also responds by pulling this, since when has hip hop been so pro women? Because hip hop's so pro women. Why are you talking about hip hop? We're talking about Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick is the representative for all rap. Do you even like rap? Do you even like hip hop? Like, I know you don't care about black culture at all. Like, you're one of those people who talks about the music because it's hot and trendy. You don't know it. You don't get it. You don't love it. Deep down, it's just a means to an end for you. I get that. But you went straight Bill O'Reilly. And when a rap artist says something, you come at all rap as if Kendrick Lamar is 2 Live Crew. The man's been uplifting women his entire career. How is that your reply?
What up, y'all? You tuned in to the 7-Day Theory. Hard body, hard spirit. Check this. As you just heard, Rosenberg. He pretty much, now I made my video before he made his statement. He made his video. He pretty much said the exact same thing that I said. Pretty almost damn near word for word. So I agree 100% of what Rosenberg just said about Andrew Schulz, right? And I'm gonna put it up to the tweets that Meek Mill and Punch TDE said, or TDE Punch said, right? So Meek Mill said, white men saying they'll rape black men openly is extreme, and then say it's a joke. Black manhood, not a joke. I seen the same guy saying I was gay on his stand-up. My white friends like, it's a joke. We don't joke like that in the black community at all. That's what Meek said, and this is what Punch TD said. Wait. I know as a black man who's involved in hip-hop music that we are a bit slow and don't really understand sarcasm and humor. But did my guy say he went to sleep with Dot? Okay. So let's break this down. And shout out to everybody who blew the last video up on Andrew, where I canceled them. All my new subscribers, shout out to y'all. Y'all some real day ones. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. I got a bunch of love in the comments. Thank y'all. Love y'all for that. Let's break down Meek Mill now. Meek Mill, y'all know he hasn't had the best time in social media over these past couple years. With all the gay shit everybody was saying about him. So he's fond of the stuff that's going on with Kendrick, as far as people saying and saying things about his manhood and about him being gay when he's not gay. So like when someone calls you gay and you're not gay as a black man, we don't find that funny at all. Not in the slightest, right? And he says that in his comments, he says that the black community. Now I'm a little different, right? So in the past, I may have made a gay joke or two, right? But for the most part, for the majority of the black community, we do not do those gay games, those gay jokes. That is a white person, a white man thing that they do a lot. I.e., for example, Adam 22 over at No Jumper. If you watch his podcast, they do, even Brick Baby done got involved with it, twerking and shit. Like they do they play a lot of gay games with each other and do a lot of sus shit that our community is just something we don't do. We don't fuck with that type of shit. I feel like it's fine to be gay. That's all fine. But if you're not gay as a man and someone's calling you gay, or just like Andrew Schulz, he's saying he will sexually assault Kendrick, a straight black man with kids with a girl, is highly, highly disrespectful. And that's why I canceled him. and not only for those comments, but for the comments that he made on black women. And look, Charlemagne the God, you gotta say something, my nigga. Say something. Like, y'all sit down every week and do a podcast together, and you quiet as a church mouse, bro. Quiet as the church. He didn't gave, and he did. Today is Friday, November the 6th, or December the 6th, right? He gave Donkey the Day to some random person, right? Andrew Schulz should have been the Donkey of the Day, but Charlemagne got so much smoke, right, for Drake. He had so much smoke, gave Drake Donkey of the Day last week because of his UMG lawsuit, right? He gave Drake Donkey of the Day for that. He got so much smoke for Drake about a lawsuit that ain't got shit to do with him. Nothing. Drake's lawsuit is to another company. It's not even to another black man or another person. It's against a company about defamation. And when people were saying that Charlemagne was messing with minors, that he was what they're claiming that Drake is, he came out and I think he even had somebody like he even put like where people can't speak about that no more, like whatever it's called when they send you a cease and desist. I think he sent people cease and desist because they were claiming that Charlemagne himself had messed with a minor, right? So for you to come out against Drake and got so much smoke against Drake, but you sit next to this white boy every week, you do a podcast with him every week. I know you got his number. I know you on air. You can say something. You don't have no smoke for Andrew, who is, for one, Drake wasn't disrespecting us or our community. Didn't say he's gonna sexually assault another black man that's not gay, right? He didn't say none of this stuff. But you don't have no smoke or not even one word for Andrew Schulz, who constantly, for one, disrespects black women, like he did a couple months ago, and then he doubled down when Kendrick Lamar didn't even call him out by name, right? He didn't say his name. He didn't even disrespect him in that bar. All the bar was don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman. That's law. It wasn't disrespectful. Didn't call him out his name. Didn't cuss at him. None of that. And Andrew Schulz comes out and says this crazy ass shit about Kendrick Lamar and Charlemagne. And the dude that is sitting right there, another black man who is also quiet as a church mouse as he's saying all this shit. Why is you on the podcast, bro? Why is you on the podcast? If you can't talk about issues that involve you because you're black and he's talking about black people and black men, but you don't have not a word to say on it, what you doing on the podcast? Like, fuck all them over there. We got to stop letting people disrespect us and disguise it as a joke, right? Because for one, and Meek Mill said it in his tweet, right? He said it. He said his white friends are saying it's a joke, and that's what Andrew was saying. Oh, it's a joke. I'm a comedian. Well, guess what? On your podcast, that's not your stand-up. Your podcast is not a skit show. It's not a television show. It's not a sitcom. It's not a movie. It's none of that. It is all a podcast is y'all sitting around talking. Now, do you make jokes within that podcast? Yes, but it is not a stand-up special. So for you to claim and say that, oh, I'm making jokes about black women, okay, well then do that shit on stage in front of people, or do that shit on your stand-up special. You're saying all this shit on a regular podcast when it's just you and other people just talking about life issues or trending topics or whatever. So to say it's a joke is bullshit. I'm tired of people disrespecting us and trying to disguise it as a joke. I don't care if it's a joke or not. If you say something disrespectful, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck what you do. Just because you're a comedian does not give you the right to say whatever the fuck you want and not get no backlash for it and not be held accountable for the words that come out of your mouth and the word and the things you do and say, right? You still got to be held accountable to that. And this is America. You got the freedom to say whatever the fuck you want, right? This is America. We got our freedom to say whatever the fuck we want, right? And we also have the right to be held accountable for what you say. Just because we have the freedom of speech doesn't mean you get to say whatever and everybody just acts like it's all cool and nothing's wrong with it. there's repercussions for shit that come out your mouth, right? People know, people have been killed, people have been beat up, people have been locked up for things that come out their mouth, right? This thing happens on a daily basis. People get in bad situations just by the words that come out their mouth, right? So we know that, yes, you can't say anything you want. This is America, freedom of speech, but there can be consequences and repercussions. And just as a human being, instead of doubling down, Andrew, you should have apologized or fell back or not even talked about it. Because look, your voice rings no bells in the hip hop community. I'm gonna say it again, Andrew. Rosenberg said it best. He got his fame off of sitting by Charlemagne. Never was into hip hop. Probably don't even listen to hip hop. Was never a part of the culture. But all of a sudden he's speaking on these topics. Your shit don't hold no weight over here. We don't give a fuck about what you say. And I'm not about and as far as people saying, oh, just don't talk about him, it's gonna make him more famous. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I want to say when I want to say it. If somebody is disrespecting my community like America has been doing for years in the media, I'm gonna say something about it. That's the problem with y'all. And I'm not y'all. I'm not gonna sweep something under the rug or act like, or laugh it off like the dude on his podcast did, or act like what he said wasn't a big deal and just move on. No, if you say something that come out your mouth that's disrespectful, that's racist, that's disrespectful towards my race, towards my community, or towards me, I'm gonna say something about it. That's why people keep doing this and saying these dumbass things and these disrespectful things about us, because people are quiet on these issues and act like, oh, he's a comedian, he can say whatever he want. Guess what? A comedian, that's an occupation. That doesn't give you the right to say whatever the fuck you want. And you're not even doing your job while you're saying these things. You're doing a podcaster's job, right? You're all talking. If you said that on stand-up, I still would have a problem with it, but at least you're doing it in a comedy setting. The podcast ain't a comedy setting. All that shit about, oh, it's just a joke, that's dead. It don't matter. If you say something disrespectful, I'm taking it as disrespect and I'm addressing it as such. That's all I got to say about it, for real. Rosenberg was right. Meek is right. Punch TDE, yeah, he said that, my nigga. He said that. That's what he said, and he meant it. Let me know in the comments. Am I right or wrong? Shout out to y'all. Day ones out there that subscribed, that blew that video up. I love y'all. I fuck with y'all. This type of shit, what I do on my channel, it's not scripted. It's not written down. It's not planned. Everything that you hear come out of my mouth is directly from my heart and my direct thoughts, feelings, and opinions, right? Okay? It's just 100% real. I'm gonna bring it to y'all real, raw, and uncut every time. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. 7 Day. I'm out.